All right, so week 5, we have a fun flow class. And part of this class, the idea is just to relax, forget about the world for a little bit, for an hour, shake it out. For today's class, we are going to start in a seated cross-legged position. If it is comfortable to sit up on a block or a bolster or a pillow or anything, you're welcome to do so. If cross-legged is not comfortable, you can extend your feet out in front of you or take any other comfortable seated position. So take a few minutes wiggling back and forth, or a few breaths wiggling back and forth. Just settle into your space. If you would like to set an intention for this class, you can do so. Maybe it's just to disconnect. Maybe it is to think about the sunshine. Maybe it is strength or humor. An intention can be anything. Inhale to deepen the breath. Complete exhale. Adding some movement to your breath. Inhale, sweep your hands nice and high. Fingertips touch at the top. Exhale, press the air away. 2 more just like that. Inhale, sweeping the arms high. Exhale, press the air away. Inhale, arms up. Holding at the top. You're going to separate the fingers so that they're shoulder width apart. Keep the right hand high. And exhale, left hand comes to the outside of your right knee into the twist. Keeping the crown of the head over the base of the spine. Inhale, open the collarbones. Exhale, right hand down. Back behind you. Inhale, left hand high. Deep side stretch. Coming back to center, both arms high, second side. This time, left arm stays by your ear. Exhale, right arm to the outside of your left knee, into the twist. Adjusting your weight on your sit bones, trying to stay nice and level and grounded there. Having the movement and the rotation come from the middle of the spine, middle of the torso. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand high. Side stretch. Coming back to neutral, extending your feet straight out in front of you if they are not. Option to have a little bit of space for a little bit of a split here. Inhale, right hand high again. Exhale into the twist, grabbing the outside of your left foot or your left shin. Your left arm can be anywhere that you'd like. Pressing into your left foot or pulling into your left shin, trying to deepen the stretch across your whole shoulder blade. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale into the twist. Reaching for the outside of your right foot or the outside of your right shin. Opening up your back. Inhale, both arms high. Last one here. Exhale, lengthen as you lower forward fold. Letting your fingertips come to anywhere in front of you, trying to stay broad through the collarbones, open through your chest. Feel a stretch through your lower back, maybe through your upper back. Any amount here. I'm going to hold for 3 breaths. With each exhale, trying to fold a little bit deeper. One vertebrae at a time. Inhale to roll back up to a seated position. Swinging your legs around to the side, we'll meet in tabletop. Hands should be just in front of shoulder line. Point your fingers are parallel. Gentle bend in the elbows. Tuck the wrist. Roll those biceps forward, tucking the triceps back. Your knees should be about hip width distance. Your heels are high. went through a couple rounds of cat-cow. You're going to inhale to drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the head, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back. Cat pose. Inhale to cow, drop the belly. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And then inhale back to neutral. Walking your hands back to your knees, lifting the torso. Inhale, sweep your hands nice and high. Exhale, right hand down. Side stretch. Side bending to the right. Holding here. Weight should be nice and even between your left and right knee. Press down into your left knee. Try to lengthen the space between your ribs. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Left arm is by your knee. Deep stretch through your whole right side. Inhale back to center. Both hands meet at the top. Exhale, planting the hands straight out in front of you, shifting the weight forward. Hugging the elbows in, little modified push-up here, lowering all the way down. Inhale, pressing into the hands slightly, low cobra, gentle back bend here. One more full breath in, fill up. Exhale, Balasana, child's pose. Holding here for a few breaths. Inhale, walking your hands over to the left, moving your sternum to or towards your left knee. Pressing into your right sit bone, deepening the stretch in your right side. Inhale brings you back to center. Hold for the exhale. And inhale, walking your hands over to the right. Pressing into your left sit bone. Feeling the stretch through your whole left side body. Inhale back to center. Walk your fingertips out just a little bit further. Press into your sit bones. Feel the stretch. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise back up, tabletop position, tucking all 10 toes. As you're ready, we'll meet in plank. Make any adjustments that you need with the distance of your hands or your feet. Biceps are forward, gentle bend in those elbows. Should have a nice flat back here. Always an option to drop your knees. Inhale, expand. Exhale, dropping to your right elbow. Rolling to the outside of your right foot, inside of your left foot. Left hand high. Side plank. Again, option to drop the knees. Shoulders should be stacked, gaze can be high. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, left elbow down, rotating to the other side. Inhale to sweep the right arm high. Lift up through your left hip. Core is nice and engaged. Exhale, back to plank. On your elbows here. Holding for one more full breath in. Complete exhale. Inhale, back to your hands. Full push-up position. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking your feet out as you need to. In downward facing dog, you have a gentle bend in your elbows and knees. Inner thighs roll back and wide like the dog tilt of your pelvis. that we had in cow pose. Your spine is nice and long, your head is heavy. Taking some time to just release the tension in our spine and in our neck. If this is ever uncomfortable, you're welcome to rest in child's pose. The bottom of your next exhale, lift your gaze between your hands. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands, coming to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Bending your knees as much as you need to allow your ribs to rest on your thighs. Gaze should be soft at the wall behind you. As you're ready, grabbing opposite elbows for ragdoll pose, swaying side to side. Inhale back to neutral, fingertips meet the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands high, rise all the way up. Exhale, press the air away. Clasp and interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, chest open. Heart high, gaze high. Exhale. Inhale, ribs expand. Exhale, release. Shaking out the hands, shaking out the wrists. Moving through sun salutation A. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, forward fold, dive out. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back, and then the left, coming to plank pose. It's our first one, so we're going to go nice and slow. Holding for the inhale, and on an exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes, tuck the elbows into the ribs, lower all the way down. Inhale to low cobra, gentle back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding for 3 breaths here. On your inhale, lift your gaze, walk your feet up to meet your hands, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold and hold. Shaking out your head left and right, front to back. As you're ready, one vertebrae at a time, rising back up to standing. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, press the air away, clasp and interlace, weird thumb on top, so take the opposite grip here. Going down through your hands, open through the collarbones. Holding for the inhale. Exhale, release. Shaking out the wrist. Second sun egg. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, swan dive out. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. This time step your left foot back, and then your right, coming to plank. Again, nice and slow. Exhale, lower the knees, untuck the toes. Lower the chest and the chin. Inhale, rise, low cobra. If you're feeling a little back bend, you can press up to high cobra or up dog. Whatever is comfortable for you. Trying to keep the shoulders drawn down away from your ears. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck the toes. Shift the hips back, downward facing dog. Remembering that gentle bend in the elbows and knees, the length through the spine. Face soft, jaw soft. Inhale, lift the gaze. Walk, step, or jump to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press the air away. Your hands can rest down at your sides. Just take a second to wiggle it out. Spaghetti arms, dance. Spaghetti arms, you can sway side to side. Remember, this is the fun class. You can take a few breaths to do whatever you want to do. I know it sounds silly, but this rotation, this swaying side to side is so good for your joints. Brings some blood flow, fluidity. As you're ready, meeting in some stillness. Feet should be about hip width apart here. We're going to move through sun salutation B. So inhale, sweep your hands nice and high. Exhale, hips low. Biceps are by your ears, coming to Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening through your spine, lift up the toes. Core is engaged, glutes engaged, quads engaged. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank the hands. Step the right foot back, and then the left coming to plank. Hold for the inhale, make any adjustments. Exhale, a little bit trickier here. You're going to keep the knees high, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. Rise. Low cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. The bottom of your next exhale, lift your gaze. Step your right foot forward behind your right hand. Grounding your left heel in and down. Torso is square. As you're ready, bring your hands to your hips. Rise up, warrior one, lifting the torso. Holding here for 3 full breaths. Your knee is over your ankle. Your hips are square to the short edge of your mat. Press down through the outer edge of your left foot. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Inhale, lift up through your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the left foot, step the right foot back, lower all the way down. Plant the thighs, rise. Low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the gaze behind the left hand, stepping the left foot forward. Ground your right heel in and down, bringing your hands to your hips, and your hands high as you're ready. Warrior one, second side. Tuck the tailbone under, find length through your spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant the hands, right heel high, step the left foot back, lower all the way down or halfway down. And as you're ready, back bend, low cobra or up dog. For up dog, your grounding points are your hands and your feet. Your thighs are lifted here. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding for 3 breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze between the hands. Walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hips low, hands high, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, rise. Shaking out the hands, shaking out the wrists. Bounce it out. We're going to move through sun salutation B one more time, but it's going to be 1 breath, 1 pose, so a little bit faster. You know it. Inhale, hands high, hips low, chair pose. Inhale, reach for your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping back to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, rise to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, grounding the left heel. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back to meet your left. Option to chaturanga or just meet in downward facing dog. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Grounding the right heel, rise up. Warrior one. Inhale, expand. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Lower half or all the way down. Rise to low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding for 3 more breaths. We're going to add on to this little sequence here, making it a little bit more fun. This is the theme of the class, right? Inhale, lift the gaze between your hands. Step your right foot forward. Ground your right heel in and down. Rise up, warrior one. Hug your right hip back, rolling your left hip forward. Tucking your tailbone under. Inhale, press to extend your right knee. Exhale, lengthen as you lower to pyramid pose. Lowering your torso square over your hips, fingertips to the mat. Hands can come to the mat, maybe they rest on your shin, or if you have blocks or props and you want to bring the ground to your hands, you're welcome to do so. Holding for a few rounds of breath here. Let your head hang heavy. Feel a deep stretch in your right hamstring. Inhale, lifting the left heel. Deep bend in your right knee, coming to high lunge. Exhale, lower your left knee down, untuck your toes. Shift your hips back. Maybe your right toes come up. Feel that same stretch in your right hamstring here. Roll your shoulder blades down your mat, open through the collarbones. Inhale, shift forward, planting your right foot. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Option to stay here or add the arms, hands high. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant your hands, tucking your left toes under, step back to plank. Lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Meeting in downward facing dog. Holding for 5 breaths here. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit looser here. Blubber out your lips. Shake out your face. Take a minute to notice any tension or sticky points you might be feeling. Just back inside. Inhale, lift the gaze. Step the left foot forward. Ground the right heel in and down. Sweep your hands high. Warrior one. Hug the left hip back, rolling the right hip forward. Tailbone is tucked under. Inhale, press to extend the left knee. Exhale, lengthen as you lower to pyramid. Feeling a little bit tighter on this side. Hug the left hip in. The tendency here is to swing your hips wide, especially if your hamstrings are tight. Lifting your right heel high, lunging forward, high lunge. Your left knee is over your left ankle. Exhale, right knee down, untuck your toes. Shifting your hips back. Maybe your left heel comes forward a little bit. Your left toes rise. Any amount here. Inhale, rocking the weight forward to your left foot. Shifting the hips to deepen the stretch in your right hip flexor. Coming to low lunge on this side, Anjaneyasana. If this is enough, stay here or hand tie. Inhale, expand. Exhale, framing the left foot, tucking the right toes under, step back to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, rise, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And add on to that little sequence again. Inhale, step the right foot forward, grounding the left heel in and down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. A little bit faster. Press to extend your right knee. Exhale, pyramid, lower all the way down. Inhale, left knee high, shifting forward to high lunge, bend in your right knee. Exhale, left knee down, untuck the toes, shifting the hips back. Inhale to shift your hips forward, Anjaneyasana. Low lunge. Tucking the left toes under, left knee rises. Plant the left hand on the inside of your right foot and inhale to sweep your right hand high. Shoulders are stacked, wrists are stacked. Roll into the outside of your left foot. Option to stay here or bring your right foot back to meet your left, coming to a side plank. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, right hand down, shifting back to plank position or push-up position. Holding for the inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise, low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side here, you're going to inhale, lift the gaze. Step the left foot forward, grounding the right heel in and down. Bringing your hands high, warrior one. Inhale, press to extend. Exhale, pyramid. Fingertips to the earth. As you're ready, shifting the weight forward, left knee over your left ankle. Right heel high. Lower your right knee down, untuck your toes. Shifting your hips back. Little hamstring stretch. And shifting your hips forward, hip flexor stretch. Inhale, tucking your right toes under. Grounding your right hand on the inside of your left foot. Inhale, left hand high. Shoulders are stacked, wrists are stacked. And as you're ready, roll into the outside of your right foot. Option to stay here or step your right foot back to meet your left, coming to a side plank. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, planting both hands down, coming to plank pose here. Nice flat back, belly button to your spine. Exhale, lower the knees wide, big toes together. Shift your hips back, Balasana, child's pose. Holding for 3 or 4 breaths. As you're ready, rising back up to tabletop position, scoot your knees in to hip width distance, tucking your toes, coming back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet closer so that your big toes touch at the back of your mat. Holding here. Inhale, right leg high, Ekapada. Hips are still square to the short edge. Pointing the toes, weight is even through the left and right hand. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back, Ekapada, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. 1 more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back, hold. Bending your right knee, opening your hips to your left. Weight is still even through the left and right hand, hopefully. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, right foot down to meet your left. Coming to the second side here. Inhale, sweep your left foot high. Pointing through the toes. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. 1 more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high and hold. Bending the left knee, opening up the hips. Maybe gaze under your right armpit. Maybe you can see your foot. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, left foot down. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Walk your hands in towards the center of your mat. And as you're ready, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Coming to lizard pose. Should feel a deep stretch in your hips, left and right. Make any adjustments you need with your hands. And as you're ready, lower your left knee and tuck your toes. Roll your shoulder blades down your back, opening through the collarbones. If this is enough, stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can lower to your forearms or walk your hands out any amount. Coming back to neutral, you're going to plant through your hands, tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee, step back to plank. Walk your hands to the center or maybe slightly to the right side of your mat. And step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. Lowering your right knee, untucking your toes as you're ready. And enjoying the stretch of your hips on this side. Option to lower into your forearms here. With each inhale, fill your joints, and with each exhale, deepen the stretch. Tucking your right toes under, lift your right knee. Step your left foot back to meet right. Come to plank pose here. Holding, 3, 2, 1, lifting your right foot. Bringing your right knee to just in between your hands. Press the ground away. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, lowering the right knee down. Lowering the left knee down and untuck the toes. Walk your hands back, coming to pigeon. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Any amount. Your hands can be straight out in front of you, or you can stack your forearms to create a little pillow for your head. Holding here for 3 or 4 breaths. Inhale, lifting the torso back up. Planting the hands, fingertips, pointer fingers are parallel. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, step back to plank. Coming to the second side here. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, pull the left knee in, pressing the air away. And plant the left knee in between your hands. Lower the right knee down to untuck the toes. Inhale, walking the hands back to lift the torso. Exhale, forward fold. Any amount. Stacking the forearms or the hands, if that was comfortable. Inhale, lifting the torso, tucking the right toes under, lift the right knee, step back to plank. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, our last downward facing dog. So hold here for 5 breaths, pressing down through the heels. Gentle bend in the elbows and knees. Face is soft, jaw is soft. Inhale, gliding out to plank. Lower the knees down. Crossing at the ankles, shift the hips back over the ankles, rolling back to a seated position. Bring the hips forward, making any adjustments that you need here. Inhale, stacking the crown of the head over the base of the spine. Drawing the shoulders down the mat. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Left arm stays. Exhale, right arm to the outside of your left knee. Little twist here. Inhale, reach up through your left fingertips. Exhale, left hand behind your sit bones, in line with your spine. Inhale, sweep the right hand high. Maybe press into your heels, lifting the hips, or just enjoy the little stretch here. Inhale, coming back to center. Shake out your shoulders, holding for the exhale. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Right arm stays. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand behind your sit bones and spine line into the twist. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, hands high. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. If this is too much of a stretch, you can bring your hands crossed underneath your knees, lifting your thighs closer to your wrists. Rising up one vertebrae at a time. Bringing weight to your left heel, sliding your left foot in. Cross your left foot over your right knee. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Exhale into the twist. Shift forward onto your sit bones. Try not to lean back. No scoot backs. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee, facing your right hand high. Unwind, bring your torso back to neutral, planting your hands about 6 or 8 inches behind your hips. Fingertips face the back of your mat. Let your left knee flap open to the right. Bring weight into your right heel and slide your right foot closer to your body so that you can ground evenly through the 4 corners of your right foot. Inhale to scoot your hips closer to your heels and then walk your hands in, deepening the stretch in your left outer hip. Sliding the shoulder blades down your back, opening the collarbones. Unwinding the same way that you came in, start by walking your hands back, slide your hips back, and slide your right foot forward. Bring your left foot out to meet your right, coming to the second side here. Start by sliding your right foot in, crossing your right foot over your left knee. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale into the twist. Remembering your options here, you can bring your left hand to the outer right thigh or hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, unwind. Torso is square to the short edge of your mat. Fingertips face the back of your mat about 6 or 8 inches away. Let your right knee flop down. Bring weight into your left heel, sliding it closer to your body. Inhale, lift the hips up, scooting them closer to your left foot, a figure 4 stretch. And then slowly walking your hands closer to deepen the stretch. Unwind the same way you came in. Start by walking your hands back, shifting your hips back, extending the left foot, and then extending the right foot. Shifting forward, coming to Baddha Konasana. Seated bound angle, slide both feet in, or butterfly stretch. Your feet are nice and together. All of your toes are friends here. Inhale, rocking the pelvis forward to lengthen through the spine. Inhale, crown of the head high. Exhale, forward fold, any amount. One vertebrae at a time, rising back up, using your hands to shift your knees back to neutral, extending the feet. Shift the hips forward if you need to. Placing the hands straight out in front of you. Last little core exercise here. One vertebrae, rolling all the way down to your back. Taking a minute to settle into your grounding points here. Slide your feet in so that they're about hip width distance apart, maybe 6 or 8 inches below your sit bones. And take a few rounds of windshield wipers. So letting your knees flop to the left and flop to the right. Trying to be mindful with your movements, linking the flopping to your breath. Inhale to bring you back to center. Exhale to flop. Take 2 or 3 more to each side. Ending on the right. Inhale, knees back to neutral. Grounding evenly through all four corners of both feet. Pressing into your feet, lifting the hips high to bridge. Straight line between your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. Slight lift of your chin, at your cervical spine. Inhale, fold. Exhale, lower all the way down. Lifting the right knee and then lifting the left, coming to Uttanasana, supine child's pose. Hugging the knees in, maybe rocking side to side to massage the low back. As you're ready, come back to center, finding some stillness. Lowering your feet down to the ground. Lift the right leg high, extending the right toes. Cross the right thigh over the left. Holding here, if this is enough, or maybe you take the double bind, coming to full eagle legs. Bringing your arms out to a T or to cactus arms. On an exhale, let your knees fall to the left. Slow and controlled. Trying to keep your right shoulder heavy. Grounding evenly through your upper back. Inhale, lifting the knees back to neutral. Exhale, unwind. Second side. Kick the left leg high, crossing the left thigh over the right. This is enough. Stay here or take the double bind for a full eagle legs. And on an exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Any enough. Pressing down through the left shoulder blade. Inhaling back to neutral. Exhale, unwind. Bring heel toe the feet nice and wide to the outer edge of the mat. And as you're ready, slowly let your knees fall to the left. Coming to double diamond, so your right knee is kind of on top of your left foot. Whole upper back is grounded. And if this is enough, stay here. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can lift your left ankle on the outside of your right knee. Use the weight of your left foot to deepen the stretch on your right T-band, right glutes. Ready, unwind. Inhale, knees high. Exhale, knees fall to the right. And again, if this is enough, stay here or place the right ankle on the outside of your left knee. Inhaling back to neutral. Heel toe the feet in towards hip width distance. Bring weight into your heels and 1 foot at a time, sliding your feet out to straight in front of you. Setting up for Shavasana here, final relaxation. Big toes point to the sky. Maybe press into your heels to tuck your tailbone under so that the full spine can rest. Taking a few minutes to settle into your grounding points. Inhale, breathe into any tension, any stickiness. Exhale, release it. Coming back to your intention for this class, if you set one. breath or two to just remember. As you're ready, deepen the breath. Drawing each inhale further into your abdomen, optional eyes closed here. Each exhale gets a little bit longer. Deepening the inhales even more, lengthening the exhales. Let your bones get heavier. Allow them to soften your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, your fascia. Doing a full body scan here, starting with your toes. Moving nice and slow, and if you notice any tension or pain or soreness, breathing into that spot. On an exhale, try to let it go. Moving up to your feet, your ankles, your shins and your calves. Your knees, front and back. Move into your thighs, your glutes and pelvis. Breathing into the weighted bones. Exhale, softening the muscles in your lower limbs. Bring your awareness out to the tips of your fingers. Into the palms of your hands and backs of your hands. Breathing into any tension or stickiness. Exhale, let it go. Moving up to your wrists and forearms. Your elbows front and back. Your upper arms and your shoulders. Bringing weight to your bones with the inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bringing your awareness to the tip of your head, the crown of your head. Your whole face. Breathing into any tension, and on an exhale, let it go. Scanning your whole body, allowing the weight of your bones to soften your muscles. One more full breath in. Fill up completely. Long, slow exhale. Slowly bring movement to your fingertips and toes, your hands and feet, waking your body back up. Maybe flutter the eyes open, keep them closed. You have time to stay here, enjoy Shavasana. It's time to get back to work. Lift your left arm high, rolling onto the left side. Pressing into the right hand, Rising up to a nice comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands to your thighs or your hands to heart center. One more time, come back to your intention. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed today's class. And may you enjoy the rest of today and your weekend.